These nuts. These nuts. You know, I gotta tell you, the vinegar is boiling, friends. The vinegar is boiling. Not because of the topic of today's video, which is magicians wearing fedoras. It's worse than that. It's because I've been trying to cancel my gym membership for the past 6 months, and they've been doing nothing but giving me the runaround. I haven't been able to do it. I have not been able to do it. And today I thought I finally had the opportunity, which is why I look toasted, because I ended up jogging 3.5 miles to the gym, only to find out that it was closed. Yes, I did my due diligence. Yes, I called them. Yes, I verified that they are in fact open, only to be told later that they've been rerouting calls 5.6 miles that way to the nearest other gym. So it turns out that when I called them, that number was forwarded to the other gym, and I wasted my time. But I decided, you know what? In this jog, I'm going to start thinking about things. I'm going to start thinking about things that upset me. Number one, inconsiderate employees of a gym. Number two, Asian feet. Number three, magicians wearing fedoras. It's terrible. It's awful. You should never do it. And if I see you wearing a fedora and you come at me unironically, I will take you down. I will take you down. That's a challenge. That's a promise. That's also a threat. I will take you down. And if you're taller than me and you say, hey man, what are you going to do? I'm going to get on a step ladder and I'm going to Jeff Hardy you. I'm going to WWE Jeff Hardy Goldberg spear you. You look like a mentally ill virgin. Today, we're going to talk about the fedora. So according to Google, the word fedora comes from an 1882 play. So it comes from an 1882 play. During the play, a character wore a center-creased, soft-brimmed hat. Now, I am a fan of Stephen Perry. Steve Perry from Journey. I'm a huge fan of Steve Perry. I've been following him my entire life. I love everything he's done. His new stuff, a little bit weird. But he's older. He's amassed a little bit of an affinity for different vocal ranges from earlier on in his career. Now, the reason I mentioned Steve Perry, if you want to call him that, is because he wears a fedora in many of his single albums. As a matter of fact, if you look at this one right here, he's wearing a fedora. If you look at this one right here, he's wearing a fedora as well. And even Steve Perry, the man who oozed sex appeal from the year 1975 all the way even till now to 2020, cannot get away with wearing a fedora. So let me ask you this. If Steve Perry of Journey, who probably has gotten more ass than a toilet seat at an amusement park, what the fuck makes you think? What in the bluest of hells makes you think that you could get away with wearing a fedora? You do card tricks? That's what makes you think you could get away with wearing a fedora? That you could find a selected card that's shuffled in a deck? Steve Perry's saying, don't stop believing. You found a signed card inside of your wallet, right? So it's tomato, multiple sclerosis, right? You see the comparison here? Now, I've been to a couple magic conventions, two specifically, one anonymously, the other one I went as myself, and I saw fedoras unironically worn by individuals. I saw people wear fedoras, and honestly, it took every fiber of my being not to go up to those people and go, get that fucking shit off your head. What do you think you are, huh? Steve Perry can't get away with it. What makes you think you could fucking get away with wearing a fedora? You fuck. You fuck. But alas, I didn't. Why? Because I'm a pacifist. I'm not a violent person. I'm not prone to violent outbursts. I'm a very passive individual. I'm very peaceful. I'm like Steven Seagal. I practice Buddhism. Now, here's the thing. You know exactly why you're wearing a fedora. You know why you're doing it. You're doing it because people don't wear fedoras. It's something of a fashion trend from a bygone era. So what you did is that you found this fedora, this discarded fashion trend, and you said, you know what? I'm going to put this in my head because I need to stand out from the crowd. It's not enough that I already do magic tricks for a living. It's not enough that I could find cards and wallets and my wallet catches fire when you open it. It's not enough. You want more attention on yourself. So how are you going to do that? By wearing a stupid fucking hat. Now, here's the thing. The fedora is just the easy thing to poke at. The fedora is the one that I just poke at because it's the most prevalent. I'm not just discriminating against the fedora. I'm talking about any single hat, any single center creased soft brim hat, and there are many. Listen, I'm a fan of hats. I wear 2 baseball caps on occasion. Actually, as a matter of fact, on occasion, every single day I wear baseball caps. Right here, it's the dad hat. It's not this Mexican snapback hat with the fucking sticker on it. No, it is a standard American dad cap. All right, and this one happens to have a hat on it. I wear another one that has a Coke symbol on it, and another hat which I can't disclose for fear of being canceled completely. Anyways, I wear hats on a daily basis. However, the hat has a function. It's to fix this hair. It's to cover this shithole of a hair. If not, I end up looking like Richard Lewis in 1982. You think that's a good look? You think that's a look that says, hey, I'm gonna sit on that guy's face? No, it's not. It's a terrible look. But I rock it because for the first time in my life, I've been able to grow my hair out long, and I'm enjoying it while it lasts, right before I decide to buzz cut the shit out of it. So it has a functional purpose, and guess what? When the sun's in my face, you just turn that bitch around, and you have that little brim there, and it covers it up. Beautiful. It's a classic look. It's universally adored, all right? Person with a hat, great look. But a fedora? A fedora. What are you gonna do? Take off your jacket and put on a little bit of a mud pile so your girl could step on it when you're crossing the street in a rainstorm? Is that what's next, huh? You're gonna start taking off, you're gonna start tipping it and calling women milady? You're doing it because you want the attention on you. A baseball cap is a modern trend. It's something that everybody wears. Girls, boys, men, women, Asians, it doesn't matter. Everybody wears baseball caps. When it comes to a fedora, this weird bygone hat, you put it on your head, it's because you want to stand out in a crowd. You have the inability to be able to stand out in a crowd. So what do? You learn some card tricks, you learn some coin tricks, and you put the exclamation point right on your head when you put on that fedora, and you tell the world, hey, I'm a mentally ill virgin. You need to stop. You need to stop doing it. I hope you share this video with somebody that wears a fedora. I really hope that you take this video and you inbox it to the first person that you know that wears a fedora that does card tricks unironically. I really hope you do that, because this is the purpose of this video. It's because your friend doesn't want to tell you stop. But that's why he sends the bulldog. That's why he sends the Ravager over here to tell you that you need to stop. You look ridiculous. Try to get attention on you in healthier ways. Hit the gym, do some push-ups, jog 3.5 miles to try to cancel the gym membership because you do exercises at home and you end up getting the runaround from a teenager. Do things like that. That's a lot healthier than wearing a fucking fedora. The worst ones are the people that wear fedoras and aren't magicians, because what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? You're not even a magician. You didn't even cheat and go the magic route. You decided, hey, I'm going to make a statement about my appearance, and I want to stand out. I want to put on a fedora in the hopes that one lonely, desperate, probably overweight girl comes up to me and says, I like that hat. And you go, this is it. See, guys? This is all I wanted. This is all I ever wanted. Oh, man. I'm just going to take a knee here. Just taking a little bit of a knee here because I'm tired. I'm tired of being redundant. I hate repeating myself, and this is just redundant. To tell you that you look stupid wearing a fedora is redundant, because the word fedora and stupidity and retardation are synonymous. They're together. They mean the same thing. You look retarded. Imagine being the opposite gender just for a little bit, and you get approached by an individual who's trying to show you a card trick. And then when you're looking up, as you're scanning this particular individual, you start at the shoes and you realize, man, this dude sharpied in little holes in his shoes. Oh boy. And then you start looking up and you go, boy, those jeans really don't fit that individual, do they? A little bit of a boot cut, which doesn't really make sense, especially considering we're not really doing any construction work. Why you have a boot cut? And then you keep looking up, man, that belt. Oh boy, it's one of those belts that middle schoolers buy at one of those fashion stores for goths. Then you look up and you see a shirt with a graphic design, possibly something to do with Marvel. They're wearing a jacket, and you keep looking up, and this individual's face, there's pockmarks, there's grease stains from fucking Doritos, and then finally, the exclamation point. The cream at the top of the shit is the actual fucking hat, the fedora. The thing we've been talking about this entire time. You would be appalled. You would be shocked that this individual is even talking to you. I'm going to leave the link in the description below to a documentary that I watched called Shy Guys, I think, if I remember correctly. It's a documentary looking at incels, looking at the incel movement. And I want you to just notice a common trend among these individuals, and that is the fedora. The need to peacock. The need to try to stand out in a crowd because you really can't do anything otherwise. You're really a person that isn't really extraordinary. So you need something to make you stand out. and that's the hat. So just take the time and watch it when you get the chance. And maybe you might be inspired to take your hat and burn it. Burn it along with the rest of your Marvel t-shirts, your ill-fitting jackets, your bootcut jeans, and your SO7s. If you don't know what SO7s are, you haven't been to Disney enough. You need to go look at the ground, look at all the dads wearing shoes. The shoes that they wear are SO7s, otherwise known as sex offender 7s. They usually have a New Balance logo. You get it in the back of the shoe store. They're really cheap. They're economical, usually between $20 and $35. They're comfortable, but they make you look like you're on a registry. Whew. So honestly, that's the video. That's the video. This is a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a ramble, I would say, but I think it's a necessary one. I think this is definitely a necessary ramble. So please, if you are wearing a fedora, this is your opportunity, okay? Just stop it. Stop it. You're going to look back at yourself. You're going to look at a picture of you 20 years from now. You're going to look back and go, what the fuck was I thinking? So this video, it's a little bit of a reminder. Let this be the last time you're ever caught wearing a fedora. You've done something good for yourself today. If you grab your fedora, your rounded hat, whatever it is that you're wearing, and you discard it, you get rid of it, not only metaphorically, but also physically. You don't want it anywhere near your person. You don't want to be able to reach out and grab that hat. You want to get that hat and you want to chuck it. You want to throw it. And you want to actually wait till the garbage comes, see them take the hat into the actual garbage truck, and then you're going to be better off. You don't want to have that anywhere near you. Please, stop it. Thank you guys for watching. This video was sponsored by the Pigcake Magic Academy. $5 a month gets you 2 videos every single week going over card stuff, coin stuff. You're automatically part of the piggybacker tier, which is $1 a month. You get 2 tutorials you don't get anywhere else. So that's 4 videos a week. Oh boy, 4 videos a week. That's hot. If you're part of the Mentalism Academy, that's an extra video dealing with mentalism, theory, tricks, principles, all that stuff. So you get 5 videos a week. 5 videos a week. That's $10 a month. 4 videos a week if you pay $5 a month. Oh boy. Bargain. I think 700 videos already growing, and the list is not going to stop. It's never going to stop. Why? Because I don't stop. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys take it to heart. Hope you guys seriously listen to the message here. Read between the lines, okay? Read between the lines. I don't know how long it's going to be, maybe 10 minutes, but it's 10 minutes that are going to change your life for the better. I'm going to go figure out different ways to use a guitar pick to pick on kids in school. That's what I'm going to do. What else do you want to hear me ramble about? Do you don't want to hear me ramble? Do you don't want to hear me complain about things? Then leave that in the comment section as well. But if you want to hear me rant and ramble about things, make sure to do that. It tricks YouTube into thinking that my channel is actually better than it is, which is great, but YouTube doesn't think that. So I want you to trick YouTube into thinking that. These nuts. Went full circle. I started the video saying these nuts, and now I'm saying these nuts at the tail end of the video.